Fáilte over Cóide, you're welcome indeed to another edition of the programme. Well, it's nice to be back in the beautiful village of Cong for the annual Cong Food Festival, celebrating the rich culinary heritage of the area, showcasing the best of local producers, chefs. There'll be demonstrations, workshops, activities and entertainment for all the family. Jonty, Chairman of the Cong Food Festival, great to see you back after an absence of a couple of years.
Yeah, it's brilliant. There's a real buzz around the place. So the last month or two has been all about getting ready for this weekend. So the weather's been really good to us. We were a bit scared about it there this morning, but it's come good. And yesterday was really, really busy. We had over 5,000 people yesterday to the village of Cong. And today we're expecting about the same. So it's a real fun weekend. We've loads of food trucks there. We've Andal Farm there. We've Handsome Burger. We've loads of stuff going on. Inside in our marquee here beside me, we've cooking demos going on all day. We've chocolatiers, chefs, bakers, cocktail makers, you name it, we have it. And we have, of course, all our stalls and stands. And that's really what we want to do, showcase local produce. We've got Slivahi honey, tribal foods, velvet cloud cheese. We've got kids in the locality making banana bread. We've got stalls down from the Ashford estate and loads of craftspeople as well. Yesterday we had Tommy's chainsaw there with chainsaws, sculpting. You name it, we have it.
Henry, we're outside the cash flow area, we could call it, with two Ewe lambs. And the interest in them is huge. It helps us fund the festival, where people can come and dance, sing, make pastries, be taught, face painting, loads of stuff going on. And the interest in the cooking side of it is absolutely tremendous.
And what's special about these lambs?
These are warble sheep. They come from the Dutch race. And they come in and they use them on the hill sheep here in Ireland. They're very docile, plastic creatures. And we were going to say an offer to somebody to take me home for €2, which I don't think you'll get in any mart in the country.
Raid, it's been a hectic few weeks for you, preparing for this weekend.
Yes, yeah. But I mean, I suppose it obviously makes it all worthwhile when you're standing in the middle of the beautiful Abbey and you're seeing everybody out enjoying their day. So I think that's what makes it worthwhile, yeah, definitely. The business community in Cong have been exceptional. Every business has sponsored this festival. People were jumping at the opportunity. Our main sponsors actually are Ashford Castle and have been our main sponsors since 2015. I suppose a lot of us are connected to Ashford. I used to work there, and our chairperson is Jonathan, is the head chef in the lodge. So we have a great connection to the castle, and they're always really supporting this local event. So really, our festival wouldn't happen without our sponsors. Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, and you have quite a variety. It's not all about food either today. It's sure it's not, even though the food's an important part of the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you'll see different things here. Like you can take the sheep home. We've alpacas. We've got basket making. We've got stone masonry. I suppose a lot of these things are a lost art in this day and age. So I suppose we've people here showcasing these things. So they're not lost in translation. And also as well, it brings all community groups together. And we have the active age dancing away as well. So, I mean, we have 5 or 6 community groups here showcasing what it is that they do. Our festival is starting to get a great reputation, we support food producers, and really that's what it's all about. It's supporting the farmers, supporting the jam makers, supporting the chocolatiers, all of that. So that's a big part of our festival. We're actually the largest food festival now in Mayo, but I think it's still everyone's saying how friendly the festival is. There's a lovely atmosphere here. There's just a great atmosphere amongst everybody, so everyone's made feel very welcome. We have so many volunteers as well that are giving us their time for free, so it's been exceptional.
And the restaurants and the pubs in town and the hotels, they also benefit greatly from this weekend.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got trad supper tonight in Danaher's. You've got a taste of the West in Leydens. Ryan's Hotel has been hopping, Puddle Ducks. So it's great. Last night I made sure to go around and check the pubs. They were all just, they were heaving and buzzing with excitement. Yeah. So it's really, really good to see that.
You started off as a stonemason.
Yes, by accident. I was in Cork. I was working for a conservation crowd. I was actually decorative plasterer. I moved from there with a stonemason. It was actually 2001. It was actually September 2011, the day of the Twin Towers. That's when I started.
And how did you end up in Cong here?
Well, I'm from the area. I'm from the Neil. Okay, so I spent probably the guts of maybe 7 or 8 years building walls, but I wanted to get more into this end of it.
Of course, everybody will be familiar with the traditional Celtic cross. So who would you make these for?
Private individuals mainly. Like they're not really in the public eye, right? It's, I don't know how you'd put it at all. Private collectors generally is the people that I would normally deal with. You know, the cross itself, why I picked it, is to do with the backdrop of where we are today, the Cross of Cong, and the actual abbey itself. But believe it or not, the abbey itself actually had a school of masonry, as they were. I don't know if it was between or shortly after they set up the school of masonry. So I figured, you know, now was the day to do it. You know.
The welly throwing is going great. Kids, adults, they're having a ball. Bit of rain today makes the welly a bit slippy. It's a knack you have to get into, but it's going great. Great fun, everyone's having a good laugh. Mammies and daddies and kids. Kids trying to beat mammies and daddies. Makes a lot of laugh.
And what kind of scores have people been getting?
Yesterday was higher now. I think it was a bit drier yesterday. We've come up to 12, 14. 13, 12, 13, that's first, second, third. Today is big. 6, 8, but it's a knack in itself, you know, as you can see. There's trophies for first, second and third, and kids, adults. They're all competing among themselves. And it's so easy, but then again so hard. But it's just such a great laugh. It's for a good cause too.
And you're very familiar with this because you're an All-Ireland champion welly thrower.
Yes, back in the great old days in the 98, when wellies were wellies, you know, it's all got to do with the boot. But now the introduction of cheap leather, plastic boots, and that was good. And that steel toe was the key. It kept the weight, it kept the line. You know, it wouldn't take the wind.
Being an All-Ireland champion,
yes.
How difficult was that?
It's like any competition, takes a lot of practice, and it is great fun while practicing. And the people you're involved with, they're all there for a bit of crack too, not just for the seriousness of it.
And if I was asked to throw a welly, how confident would you be of getting a score on it?
It's been a while. Like, I just here for teaching and pointers now, but I don't know, it might be too bad.
Damien McGrath is, of course, synonymous with Cong. You have a very big business here, celebrating 60 years.
Yeah, we're 60 years in business. It was started by my grandfather, Artie Merson. He died young at 49, so my father and my uncle took it over then, and I suppose we're a big part of the community here. We like to get involved with, especially with the 6 years in business now, we're sponsoring a number of the Tidy Towns, the festival here, and we've a lot of employment locally, a lot of people employed from around this general area, so we're delighted to be here and great to see a great turnout here at the festival. Later on, I'm just doing the raffle here now, but I got roped into the Ready Steady Cook, so when it comes to cooking, I have 2 left hands, so that should be a bit of crack because I haven't a clue, but it'll be a good event, yeah. At 3:30 we're doing that, so yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the cook-off, is it?
Cook-off, yeah, Ready Steady Cook.
Yeah, you don't know what you're cooking yet?
No, it all just comes in a box and you open and you get the list, and you don't know anything before it happens, you know.
So you'll be showing your culinary skills now.
Oh yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, listen, thanks for joining us, Jamie.
I'd just like to say it's great for the committee. They spent a lot of time here, like Ray and Mairead is the chief here. She's brilliantly organised, and they've been here day and night. This has gone on for months, and it takes a lot of effort, and I think it's a great achievement to get so many people to come to Cong and to the village. You know, it's brilliant. So.
Over here, Mary. Oh, the Lord. Okay, sharp, is it? Sharp. Yeah, hold on. This is there. 40-something years they're at it, but they got into business about 10 years. As you can see the signs along there, Mary Fish. Dean, how are you?
Very good. Thank you.
Your first time doing this challenge?
First time in Ready Steady Cook in Cong, yeah.
So what do you think of your chances here with Jonathan?
50-50. See
Yeah.
at the end. The bids will do the talking.
50-50, Jonathan, do you hear that? And Damien, yeah. You sure you help them as much as you can, see? You have to watch the board for them now.
This will be, this is the week, this is for the best chef in Ireland. This is it. The best chef in Ireland, this is what it is. It's all guys.
So we're going to do an egg roulette. Egg roulette is just a game of fun. It's like Russian roulette, except eggs instead of the bullets, of course. We have people here lined up to do it. Basically, the aim is to not find the raw egg. So there'll be 5 hard-boiled eggs and 1 raw egg. Smash it here on their head. Mason will fix his bandana. Fix your bandana. And then they crack it here because we have the bandanas to keep them safe. The ponchos are on because it gets a little bit messy. So hence the ponchos, the eggs. Food festivals are all about compost as much as we can. So all these go into the compost at the end of the day. We've already 1 bucket done already today. We've had so many people doing it. And now we have everyone else in here now.
Kids must have great fun doing it.
It's so much for kids, adults. As we can see, there's a few grown kids there in the middle. They're going to take part as well. But yeah, everyone's been doing it all day. It's great. Okay, off you go. If you find the raw egg, you're out. Okay, you're good. Just like I did. Oh, you got the raw one. Well done, Ronan.
Yeah, Noel Leahy is my name. Our business is Slieve Honey. So we're based in Loughrea, East Galway, East Clare, and we're beekeepers. So we produce beautiful raw honey from the mountains. So we have a couple of different types of honey. Our main honey would be our clover honey, summer honey, mainly wildflowers and all the wildflowers from the garden. And then in the autumn we produce a beautiful heather honey, which would be single flower ling heather. So it's a real powerful honey, up at the same grade as Manuka, big, strong, powerful honey and a beautiful honey. With that we have all our beeswax. When we extract the honey, we're left with beautiful beeswax. And we make our full range of hand creams, we make all our candles, and we have all the additional products. And we have some merchandise that we link up with other producers and collaborations. And that's what we're all about.
Hi Henry, Ivy House Chocolates. We live in a house covered in ivy, so hence the name Ivy House Chocolates. It was a hobby that has started off making them for people for gifts. I did a Food Academy program, so we got into super value, and the rest is history. So it's turned into a little business, and we've won a couple of Glastonbury Food Awards, and it keeps us out of mischief.
And I believe you're having a great weekend here in Cong.
Yes, absolutely. Fantastic. People are great to support local producers. There's nothing like meeting the person that has actually made the product themselves. Nobody tells it better than we do.
Joyce, I own, it's a bakery based in Clonborough, County Galway. We specialize in Irish traditional bread, and we also make sourdough baguettes and sourdough loaves. And everything you see here is homemade. So we bake everything on the premises, and we also have a coffee machine and a little section for grocery, where we try and sort of showcase all the best locally produced things like homegrown vegetables and chutneys and things like that. So this is our first time here. It's been absolutely amazing. I'm blown away by the support, and people are just so excited to be here, and they're smiling. And yeah, as you can see, there's not much left here. The stall was actually full in the morning. There was bread everywhere, and we almost sold out now. So it's been really good.
Hello, yes, Kylemore Farmhouse cheese. I produced it on our dairy farm in East Galway, and we have a pedigree dairy herd of cows and started cheese making about 5 years ago and producing milk for over 60 years. So the idea is to produce mountain hard cheeses that weren't available in the UK and Ireland. So they're Swiss style and they're long aging. So the purpose of them is they're long maturing and long aging. So what we have here today is a 2-year-old Parmesan style, and it's a natural rind, all handmade, summer milk, grass-fed production. So mountain cheeses are always sweet and nutty. So that's what we and the milk is a key component, and the grass-fed production. So the farmers are in Ireland are producing some of the best milk and the best cheeses in the world. So we've had a great 2 days, and it's a great pairing with whiskey and cheese and lovely breads over here as well, and chutneys. So it's going really well. Great support from around Ireland. So we're delighted. Yeah, thank you.
We're from a little village called Ballinia, as opposed to Ballina here in Mayo. But we often get confused, but it's a great little village. Yeah, we set up in 2010, we set up the farmers market, and originally it was a hobby, and then it just sort of turned into a business. And we're famous for making quirky jams and chutneys. So instead of blackcurrant, we make blackcurrant and Guinness. Instead of strawberry, we make strawberry and bubblegum. Or as you can see, pineapple and Malibu is one of our most popular flavours. So we make stuff that's a little bit quirky, and 90% of everything we use is Irish. So we keep it as homemade and as fresh as we possibly can.
And what are the popular ones here going down this weekend?
Oh, this weekend, blackcurrant and Guinness just flew out, especially with the tourists who are visiting here in Cong. So they're all taking a little taste of Ireland back to America with them, which is amazing. Rhubarb and ginger, but gooseberry jam, because it's just in season at the moment. And a lot of the tourists who've come here to Cong had never tasted gooseberry before, so they were amazed to taste it. So it's great for them to sample something a little bit different.
So it's been a very profitable weekend for you here in Cong.
It's been really brilliant, and for us it's the recognition then that, so even the locals will go into the local store and go, oh, I've met Mr. and Mrs. Moran, and they'll go in and buy our product. So from that point of view, yeah, it's been really good for us.
Great, so you'll be back again?
Oh, try and stop me. We'll definitely be back.
We are based in Ballina, up by Balleek Woods. We're just opposite the River Moy, so you couldn't get a better location. My dad used to work in Ashford Castle, so I used to come down and be with him during the Cong Food Festival, but this is my first time here working with the Connacht Whisky Distillery, and my mum's working here as well, so very much a family occasion for me when I come down. Yeah, it's our second batch of whiskey that we've launched. It's called Spirit of the Atlantic. It's 44.8%, so a little bit less than our original whiskey. It's aged for 5 years in a white oak barrel. That's an ex-bourbon cask from Kentucky in the US, and then finished for 6 months in a sherry cask. So it's definitely something that a lot of whiskey drinkers, I think, will really enjoy.
Yes, Mrs. T's at Ashford Castle. We stock foods from chutneys to jams and chocolate. We have our own gin, we have our own teas. All the chutneys and jams are produced in the castle. The chocolate's made in the chocolate room in the castle. Paula is our chef, our pastry chef, and she looks after all the chocolates. She's now taken into a new venture, Paula Pastry, and that's available at Mrs. T's, where each day she makes different cakes that can be bought at the Paula Pastry counter in the castle. It's all Irish, it's all made here on the Ashford estate. It's been very busy. It's great to see the Cong Food Village back again, the festival back again, and it's great to see so many people attending it. Probably one of the best items we have is the bread in the bottle, and that's where you can actually make the bread that they serve in the morning in the castle. It is bottled, and all you have to do is add the wet ingredients to it, which is the yogurt and the honey, and bake it in the oven so you can have your own Ashford breakfast at home. We have a granola as well, which is very popular, and you could have the marmalade, so you could have your Ashford breakfast at home. These are all available too in our online store as well. It goes very well, yeah. We shipped bread in the bottle all over the world.
It's been an incredible weekend. I mean, the forecast for both days was bad, but the forecast was wrong. And they've turned out in their thousands, both days. I'm really surprised.
Good.
Yeah, pleasantly surprised, very pleasantly surprised. Based up near Strand, and the ingredients we use for making them all, 90% are sourced in Mayo, the rest maybe done into Connemara and maybe further afield, but it's all west of Ireland ingredients.
And what kind of reaction do you get?
Oh, fabulous. I mean, at this stage, there's a great customer base anyway, so it's great to see them, and they're buying elsewhere. You know, it's nice for them to come in and put a face to the producer, and they like that as well. Yeah.
So what's the popular one now?
Blackberry, always blackberry, wild blackberry, because we grow such great blackberries here. We don't actually have to grow them; they grow themselves.
Yes, yeah, you know, the cultivation.
Taking over, yeah.
That's the most popular.
That's always the most popular, blackberry.
And are you doing any other produce as well?
No, it's all balsamic vinegar we do. So I can just about cope with it, you know. I wouldn't like to branch into anything else. There's plenty of people doing jams and chutneys and everything else, but I know I'll just stick to the vinegar.
My product, I make and sell certified organic skincare and healing balms. I try to use as many Irish produce as I can, seaweed from Ireland, Irish salts, anything I can get from Ireland I try to use. And they're all made from scratch by me. All the infusions, I gather all the herbs and infuse them and then put them into the products. I have a little balm over there called Crack Balm. This is for all the crack in Cong. It is a certified organic balm that works.
And what does it do again?
It's for all the cracks, for your hands, for cyclists. Wild Irish seaweed body oil. So it's certified organic seaweed oil, or seaweed that I infuse. It's from Connemara with different essential oils and oils. So that's been the most popular this weekend.
Well, we're going to leave you now with some great dancing, and congratulations to the Cong Food Festival Committee on a very successful weekend. I believe plans are already underway for next year's event, something to really look forward to. So until next week at the same time, slán go fóill.